Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So we have had kind of the 3 info leaks on Season 13 now. They always do this kind of at the start of each season, give these like little teasers to try and sort of tease out what the season is actually going to be before they kind of fully announce it. But it has actually given us quite a bit of information. So the 3 images are Rise, Duty and Triumph. I'm sure most of you have probably seen these already, but it does actually give us a few bits of info. And I'm kind of with the general consensus that most people have also come up with that is starting to look like maybe a Roman season. This is then kind of further backed up. There was a screenshot leak of basically a system message that said, come join us on Twitch for some info on the new Colosseum season. It was obviously not supposed to be posted quite at this time, but, you know, something for the future. So that's beginning to suggest that the season is going to be called Colosseum. Okay, and you can see how it's starting to look a little bit like a Roman season. Then that combined in on the second image, a few people pointed out it's looking a bit like sort of some of the Mermelo gladiator helmets, you know, with that sort of mesh, that fishnet style helmet face, which is kind of fairly famous. And actually it does kind of look like that. And then on the third image, on Triumph, it's certainly got a little bit of an outline that's looking a bit like a Roman legionary. Some people suggested it's got some sort of more the Byzantine sort of style to it, but certainly either way, it's starting to have that Romanesque feel about it. So if it is going to end up being Roman, which I suppose we don't definitively know, but it is starting to look that way, and we know the player base has for a long time been kind of pushing for a Roman season, or quite a few people have been vocal about wanting one, then I guess it's kind of got 2 options in the ways it might go. It could go as like a Spartacus gladiator style season, or it could go as a sort of professional Roman army type season. Personally, I'll have my feet in the professional Roman army camp. That's what I would like to see. I want legionaries, I want testudos, I want interlocking shields and slow advances forwards. I'm not all that bothered about gladiator fights and that sort of thing. So personally, I'm hoping for legionaries. But equally, I know a lot of people do like the gladiator side of things as well, so that also could be a very much viable option that we could get. I guess something else we should briefly cover is, this will be the first real strong deviation from the timeline. It's something people comment about relatively regularly. Everyone always has their own idea of what year Conqueror's Blade is set in, and I don't think there is a definitive answer for that. I think currently, you know, we range from like 900 up to sort of what, 1500, something like that. We have a bit of a range. We have from early to late medieval, sort of, you know, early medieval to the Renaissance, because we have muskets and guns, things like Kriegs, some fairly late stage guns, and then we also have some of the early Viking units as well. But if we start to introduce Romans, particularly if we introduce sort of the height of the imperial legionary Romans, you know, we're sort of 200, 100, then that's quite a big difference, quite a big step away from the timeline. It's going to be the first time they've really done that. And I guess not everyone is going to like that. But I think given the sort of declining player population, at least here in the West, I think we've had over the last sort of 6 months to a year, basically since the end of Season 7, I think trying something a little bit more radical is probably a good idea. Plus, personally, I think we've kind of explored, even though there are a lot more options to explore within the medieval period, don't get me wrong, I think trying something new is a good idea and could bring in new players, and a Roman season is fairly marketable, which is I think perhaps what they might be going for. Either way, I am personally kind of excited for it. Hopefully this video doesn't age really badly and they release an announcement tomorrow saying it's the Egyptians or something and I'm completely miles off. It's distinctly possible, it is an Evo video. But do let me know what you think in the comments down below. You'll have seen the pictures, I will have posted them in this video, but you've probably also seen them as well. Do you think it's going to be a Roman season? And if you do, what units are you hoping for? Are you like me, kind of hoping for the Roman army? Or are you more in the gladiator camp? And what do you think we're actually going to be getting? Anyway, do make sure you subscribe to the channel because we've got lots more Conqueror's Blade content on the way, particularly as the new season releases. Be kind of cool to be able to get excited for the game once again. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I shall see you all on the next one.